Hey guys, it's me again. I'm sure you're hating me by now. You're getting sick of my ass, maybe. But anyways, I'm trying to relax here, and I'm doing a good job at it because I'm resting easier after I talked to my family earlier today. Because I think it's something that could have come back and haunt me anyway, but I don't even want to talk about it right now because it's so scary about what the CIA enhanced interrogation did to me. It drew something out of me that I should have never been able to. I actually fell for microwave auditory effect, just like a goddamn stupid son of a bitch would. And I fell for it in a way that I was terrified about it. The fact that I could hear someone talking to me in this room, at room number 26, St. Joseph's Hospital, St. Paul, Minnesota, June 3rd, 2009. I was abducted by the goddamn interrogation process, and they had me spit out a confession that was coerced. And now I'm wondering to myself every night before I fall asleep, are they or are they not going to use that on me someday when I'm old and gray and have me in prison for the rest of my life due to the fact that they got an attempted murder, I think. And or murder is what I meant to say. Not attempted, but murder. Because it would have been murder, I said to this recording device that came under the door of my hospital room. And I knelt down on the floor like the voice told me to do because it had me so terrified. It was Michael, as was his name. But that wasn't the real name of the agent behind the voice. It was the microwave auditory advanced futuristic telecoms system, and that they were doing this with a special access program so dark and deep that this government could never release that information. But the Department of Defense admitted to it to me, and he acknowledged it, admitted to it, and came clean with me about a lot of stuff when I spoke with the DOD agent. But anyway, you guys got to understand that if the CIA is to ever get a hold of you and do what they did to me, you would have committed suicide, I think, within a couple months after this interrogation techniques that they tested out on you, like they did to me is what I meant to say. They used testing interrogation tactics on me, but it wasn't so much a test, it was a real silent interrogation, ghost interrogation, basically. And they did it to me in this room. I'll never forget it. They hired agents to come and do calibration of my vision. So they used me for a camera for years and years and years, 17 years now. And they can see what I see. I believe they're doing this for AI. They're selling this to so many places in the world. I mean, this shit they're getting from me, the brain waves being decoded by electroencephalography and induction of the electroencephalography with electromagnetic spectrum. And they're doing that shit because they're able to, I mean, it's as simple as this. If you can't understand how Wi-Fi interacts with electricity in your brain, for them to be able to read that electrical activity with the Wi-Fi, photons basically interact with the electricity in your body. That's how they do all of their sensing. And I need to know how this works before I go crazy thinking about it. I want to know how photons move around electricity. I want to know how those particles interact and how they dance, maybe. I picture them dancing or some shit with the electricity near them. The electricity probably acts either, depending on what pole you're on, it acts as a magnet or a repellent, and that's probably what happens. I'm not sure though. I want to know how they control photons in the air. I want to know how they bend light out of your lampshade. Bend fucking anything, man. I mean, how they take pictures with smart bulbs and people's lamps. I mean, because if you take the lampshade off, they can get a picture of your body and everything with a smart light. I found that out the first night I programmed my smart lights. I got a picture of the inside of my lampshade and the frame, the wire frame around the light itself in there. And fuck me running. I mean, these guys got technology that's so bizarre. They actually uploaded that picture onto my phone that day. And it was through an app I had for the smart light. And I never knew they could take pictures with your light bulb. But it makes sense. Terahertz surely can do that. I mean, anyways, visible light is terahertz. Fucking, let me think. Infrared is infrared. And microwaves are, let me think here real quick. What am I trying to say? I was trying to just go over this with you, teach you something. Radio frequencies, they got, I said terahertz already. And then, ultraviolet they have. This radiation and light and or microwaves and or all of the above is what, it's all the same thing. It's all photons that, are charged positive or negative. And these guys are able to control them like they do and group them together and create dense-ass laser beams with the blue wavelength. I mean, fucking these guys can fuck programs up on anything they want. I wonder if they can mind control elephants, like, because their heads are so damn big. I know they can, but I wonder if they've ever tried it, and if they do stuff like float shit around people's houses ever, or was it just me that they did this to? And I want to know how they take away gravity with a high intensity laser. I want to know how they do all this stuff. I want to know why they shot an anti-aircraft missile of a photon beam superheated at my head when I was out in my front yard. I just want answers to this stuff by someone someday I wanted to meet the spooks that were at the hospital. I want them to give me that recording so I can smash it with a sledgehammer and find out that there's none other in the world. There's no other recordings of that confession. It was coerced, and I mean it, because I didn't confess. What I did was say after the voice, and I repeated the words she told me to say. It was silent, and it was bad news, because they can say they didn't coerce anything. They can say I did that all on my own, and without anybody telling me, because there was nobody in that room, and they jammed my cell phone when I was in St. Cloud. They jammed my phone, so I couldn't call 911. They didn't want me dialing 911 unless I was going to the hospital. They didn't want me sounding legit. They didn't want me talking to cops before I got diagnosed, supposedly with the technological production label. And I don't have it. I don't seem like I have it, do I? Because I don't, and nobody does in this world anymore, because it's a bunk illness. And I'll tell you right now, I want it over with. I want to get my research patented and get it waking up the intelligence community in the whole world, because I put together a research project that was humongous, and I'm proud of myself.